Welcome to the Yellow Trumpet. I am Chituga, and today our topic is doubt. You are familiar with the word doubt. So, what is doubt? I'll give you dictionary definitions. The first is to call into question the truth of something, to be uncertain or in doubt about a thing. Another is to lack confidence in a thing, a belief. And an example of this will be, I find myself doubting him even when I know he is honest. And the last is to consider unlikely. That is, I doubt if this plan will work. What about doubt is important to us? Everything, especially if you believe, especially if you have a goal and you need to achieve that goal, and the materials you require or the necessary conditions for attaining that goal isn't necessarily available. Doubt becomes an umbrella. Doubt becomes an umbrella. I'll be honest with you. Even I that speaks to you, that tells you what you should do, how you should do it, I have moments of doubt. Strong doubt. And what is important for you to note is how this doubt is combated. So how do you fight doubt? Well, there is this thing of using the use of the imagination to create a stronger, because doubt is quite strong or has a way of shaking the foundation, but the use of the imagination to create a stronger image of where you wish to find yourself. Well, this pattern is well known and well used. I'm guessing a lot of persons use it, but the issue with it is that doubt itself is sneaky. So you might combat doubt with that strong imagination for a time. After a while, subconsciously, the mind is a thinking mind. Subconsciously, your mind will balance the equation and bring doubt strong enough to dispute the new imaginative thoughts, and then you go ahead to reinforce your imaginative thoughts, and the mind will play the same trick, and then you find out that you are in a cycle of belief and doubt. How do you escape this cycle? How do you break free? If you're in a cycle of belief and doubt, aren't you in a mental prison? Well, here's what I do. I acknowledge myself. I know myself. While I may believe in God, while I may believe in heaven, while I may believe several other things, that my future will be bright, that my life can be better, that Nigeria will be great, while I may believe these things, I know myself. Knowing myself is the ultimate combat. The ultimate means of fighting doubt. How? It's simple. If you know who you are, if you appreciate the depth or the extent of your being as a person, the thought of doubts may come. It will come. It's a mental thing towards any plan or goal you have, towards any belief you hold. The thought of doubt will come because the mind is very good at balancing out equations. It may take it an hour, it may take it 5 years, but eventually the mind will balance the equation. So, how does knowledge of self help to push, to beat back doubt? Well, in other words, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't even pay any mind to even your beliefs and imagination. There is the secret. Knowledge of self is appreciating who you are, the foundation of your being. I would always say the person that breathes your lungs. So who is that one? And how can you know that one? There are many ways to do this. The easiest or the most effective way, the way that I know, is through breath control. You can breathe, so be conscious about it. Be conscious about your breath. And then you will realize that beyond thoughts, beyond memory, beyond imagination, beyond all you have been taught in class, beyond all you have learned in your environment, beyond all the influences of those around you, there is a core. There is a living core. And when it comes to believing God, because of the nature of religion or belief itself, belief proper, there will be doubts because it is subjective, and each individual or different groups have a variation of perhaps the same belief, but a variation of it. So this subjective nature of it brings it into question, calls it into doubt. So how do you resolve this? As I've said, knowledge of the core of yourself, the person that breathes your lungs, the person that beats your heart, knowing that this one precedes, let me tell you, when you were a zygote, you had no heartbeat, but you were alive. When you were in the womb, you did not breathe, but you were alive. So what I am suggesting to you is to take conscious control of your breath. This is not a mythical thing. It's not a mystical thing. You may call it, hey, what a mystical. It's not. It's basically breathing in and out and regulating the flow of your breath. So I inhale, I pause, I exhale, I pause. If you maintain the consistency of this practice, along with sitting with your spine straight, that is your buttocks muscles, all muscles in the buttocks should be completely relaxed. It might take you a while because you may not be able to consciously do so. And if you have been injured before, you may find it difficult relaxing these muscles. Persevere. You may lie down to do this as well, but rest assured you will fall asleep. But persevere. Your consistency over time, you will find that it is an easy matter. You find that, there is a higher perspective to who I can be. The possibility of being human is endless. And coming out to face society, to face that goal, or to appreciate, or in your worship of God, you have depth of who you are. Now, I was speaking on the belief aspect of it. As a Christian, how does this help? Does it not cause me to completely trash my belief? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I would argue same for Muslims, but I'm not a Muslim, so I really don't know. But I believe strongly that it doesn't. Why do I say so? Because you will find that every religion is trying to pull you to the center, the source. They say heaven, they say God. Heaven is where God resides, so the belief goes. Every religion is trying to pull you to this center. And I, just like in law, there's the illustration or the example of the elephant. There is the elephant, and 7 blind men asked to describe the elephant. Each of the blind man grabs a hold of a part of the elephant. Must be a gentle elephant. Must grab a part of the elephant and then describes that part as the whole. Each elephant, one grabs the tail. He says the elephant is long. In fact, he regards it to be a snake from when he could see before. He knows what a snake is like, but never has he seen an elephant. Another touched the leg. He said, "Oh, the leg of an elephant is thick as a tree. Tree from when he could see before." The other touched it, the stomach, and oh, it's so large, such a large thing. The elephant must be a large, round animal. None of them are wrong. All of them are wrong. To the extent that they are describing a part of the animal, the elephant, they are correct. Every single one. Even though they may argue amongst themselves. Even though that argument will be heated. Even though it will pull crowds and some will agree and some will disagree. Some will tilt towards them. Others will tilt towards other people's definition. Yet, they are all correct. And they are all wrong. They are all wrong to the extent that they cannot appreciate what the other man appreciates. They cannot see the whole thing. So knowledge of self is understanding your core. And I am saying that if you believe, now this is from a religious perspective, if you believe that you are, as they say, the breath of God, the very image of God, the living spirit of God that animates the body, you will focus on that spirit. You will focus on your breath. And you will see that a part and the whole are of the same kind and quality. The main difference is degree. A drop from the ocean and the ocean itself are of the same quality, are of the same kind. The main difference is degree. A drop of the ocean may not drown you, but the ocean will. A drop of the ocean will not ferry you across to another land, but the ocean will. You may be able to taste a drop of the ocean, but you will certainly die if you decide to repeat that action with the ocean. So know this, it brings a strong sense of confidence. The environment may challenge your confidence, but if that confidence is rooted in your knowledge of who you are, this knowledge, it doesn't matter what property you own or do not own. It doesn't matter what profession or qualification you have or do not have. This knowledge itself is enlightenment. This knowledge itself calls to mind a realization of what should be known, what is already there, but you have forgotten. You have forgotten because of external existence. Oh, why did the baby cry? I don't know. But certainly the baby had a better experience in the womb than it's having out here. Now the baby is made to eat. Now the baby has to defecate. And there's this urge for the baby to play. So it trusts and wants to play with anybody that comes around. When it realizes that everybody that comes around may not necessarily feed, take care of me, or even play with me, baby cries. Does the baby know doubt? No. Does the baby have belief? No. What does baby know? Baby knows that baby is alive. That's what baby knows. I use this means to encourage you, especially you who is struggling to earn a living. It is difficult. The society we have found ourselves makes believing in our goals a Herculean task because the impediments on our way, and this impediment includes government, the impediments on our way are so much that you will ask yourself, how do people really do this? Why is it so hard here? Calm down. Believe in well, know yourself. Correction for that. Know yourself. This self-knowledge sounds a small thing, sounds an easy thing, but in the end, it goes a long way. I hope you have listened and learned something from this. This is the Yellow Trumpet. I am Chituga. Take care.